Two crashes in Belleville this morning. First, one around 9:45. Belleville Fire and EMS responded to a rollover crash in the town of Montrose near the intersection of County Highway PB and Montrose Road. Traffic was briefly diverted while first responders were on the scene. 3 vehicles were involved in that one, including one that flipped on its roof. One person was taken to the hospital with minor injuries. We're still waiting to hear the cause of that crash. Then, just after 11 a.m., Belleville Fire and EMS responded to another rollover crash in the town of Montrose near the intersection of County Highway PB and Montrose Road. That same area just north, though, of the first rollover crash. In this one, it was a single vehicle that rolled over. One person was taken to the hospital with minor injuries, and we're still waiting on a cause in that one as well.